I have a passion to understand the consumer. I find the product type and just how we think about it and how it ties into our investment process to just be very interesting and ties to just kind of the world as a whole and how investments as a whole, as we think about them from Loomis and how they can fit into each of our subsectors.
I cover commercial ABS here, mostly non-consumer ABS. It includes many different sectors, from transportation, which is aircraft, container, and a real car, to whole business, to a timeshare. And each of the sector is driven by totally different fundamental factors.
In my role at Loomis Sayles, I'm a consumer ABS analyst. So I cover sectors including something as basic as auto loans and credit cards, but then also looking at slightly more esoteric stuff such as unsecured loans to consumers and student loans, including legacy federal program loans like FFELP loans, but then also private credit student loans for students in school or who've refinanced their student debt into something that gives them a little bit of rate relief. Some of the specific drivers of collateral performance within the sectors that I cover are unemployment and inflation.
I work with the Custom Income Strategies Group as kind of, I would say it's an unofficial strategist. Given my current role as a portfolio manager, I'm able to kind of really take all of the information that the team has, whether it's on the ABS side or the CMBS side, kind of funnel it down for the team and able to help them invest and find different strategies for their own product types and find fits and needs along the way.
With esoterics, it's a little bit difficult to forecast and explain what exactly that is because it's broadly a catch-all category that includes a lot of first-time issuers with new asset classes. Specifically within specialty finance, a big portion of that is GP or LP financings. Right now, that's an interesting space because that market, broadly the private equity market, is quite challenged. And so LPs and GPs are looking for liquidities that debt investors can provide via securitizations.
In the consumer ABS sector, where really, from a macro perspective, you're really thinking about how is the consumer performing. It's a consumer right now that, yes, they're struggling with inflation. Yes, they have had excess savings, and depending on where you are in the credit spectrum, you've either used up that excess savings or you continue to have some. What we're really thinking about is unemployment. Can these consumers get to work? I mean, the unemployment rate and ability to work is what drives the performance of the consumer ABS space. A lot of times you're thinking about, okay, how are they thinking about payment priority? What is the macro driver, such as employment? They have jobs, they continue to have jobs. As we think about macro, we talked a lot and spend a lot of time speaking to issuers and seeing the different trends that the issuers are seeing in jobs is the number one.
My background in structured finance is a little bit broad. I started out my career in structured finance as a residential mortgage-backed securities analyst, and then I was also involved with doing some work with the first credit risk transfer transactions that came out of the GSEs once that market got started. I've also worked as a trader in CMBS, ABS, and RMBS credit bonds. I spent a couple of years as a private ABS analyst where I sourced and structured transactions for primarily insurance clients on the investment grade side.
I'm at mortgage structured finance team at Loomis Sayles. Prior to that, I was focusing on the public ABS investing, as well as originating and structuring the bespoke private asset-backed transaction, mostly for the insurance mandate. Before that, I was at the insurance company. I was responsible for public ABS investing for the general account.
I started my career with a large asset manager that was active in the insurance space for the money that they managed, and they were very active in the structured product space. In my experience, I was instrumental in looking at cross-sector research within structured products, namely relative value, historical default rates, spreads. In my previous job, I worked in-house for an insurance company doing investments with the team. And we were very focused on yield pickup and in the structured product space that tended towards esoteric products specifically.
Prior to Loomis, I started my career working for an insurance company. I sat on a trading desk working as an assistant to an agency trader and money market trader. And that was really my first introduction into the securitized credit space. I did also assist the fixed income trader, but my passion was really with securitized credit.